I'm ready to make peace fashionable so we can fight against this epidemic that's killing our kids.
A passionate speech today as local, state, and national lawmakers join community leaders from across the state in calling for solutions as we mark National Gun Violence Awareness Month.
We got to figure this thing out. And if we can't put our minds together to wrap around it for us to figure it out, then something is wrong with our society.
The call to action comes as we've had at least 4 fatal shootings in Sacramento this week alone.
We need multiple strategies to reduce gun violence in our country and in our community.
Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg insists city leaders are listening, noting the council just approved a budget this week with $3.2 million for the Office of Violence Prevention.
We're taking every step that we can to put more money into reducing violence, into early intervention for young people, into more summer programming for youth, and working with law enforcement to get more guns off the streets.
Back in March, a major operation took more than 60 illegal guns off the streets of Sacramento. We're told some of them were so-called ghost guns. Often made on a 3D printer, ghost guns are impossible to trace in a crime. But in just the last year, for the first time in more than half a century, the White House expanded the federal definition of a firearm to now include ghost guns. The gun parts will now have serial numbers so they can be traced, and a background check will be required to buy a kit from a commercial dealer.
We must have a political solution. We must elect people who will help us.
Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi urging folks to call their representatives and demand action.
Law enforcement itself, we are not the solution to this, but we are part of the solution. To be able to effectively address this issue, it requires an entire community.
And here's the deal. You can read more of our coverage on the recent gun violence and other ways community leaders are trying to tackle the issue on our website, abc10.com.